Okay, this cable coming across your driveway, okay, that's called your power drop. And it comes up to your weather head, bellwether head, weather mass, that's what you call this. This is your service entrance conduit. This is your electric meter. We come down here, I'm seeing a bonding wire going to the house. That's that green wire right there. And it's the ground to the house, okay? And then we got one ground wire over here on the right, underneath this red wasp, okay? One grounding wire. It's supposed to have two. It comes out as next to and it's buried, so we're good there. One grounding wire instead of two. Then we come on along, and the bonding location is not labeled. So inside the main panel, main service disconnect 200 amps, we should have our bonding location should be labeled. Not the one that goes to the panel, but the one that bonds the electrical system inside the house. And I'm being chased. Alright. I started to kill you, man. The day's not over yet either. Keep it up. Alright. So, this service entrance conduit down here, it's supposed to have a slip joint. So as the ground moves and the pole moves and everything moves, with the slip joint, this conduit would slide up and down and it will not stress out the bottom of the cabinet. It won't stress out the bottom of the cabinet like that. So what did we learn? We learned we got a red wasp in here. We learned that our bonding location is not labeled. We learned that we've got a single ground. We learned that we do not have a slip joint on the service entrance conduit. We're coming in, that's the main shutoff, 200 amps, right there. Come up these crooked stairs with these ungraspable handrails that aren't properly fastened. Going on along towards our leaky roof. And then we're coming inside of here with our windows that are not, do not have the Z-bar flashing. This has got some Z-bar flashing over this door right here. Look at that. Huh. Looks like somebody added it after the fact. Maybe they had a problem like that one. But that's not why we're here. We're in here for this one. Okay. Some more lights in here. We got a vent fan. Okay. Whole house ventilation. That's what they tell me. So this looks like, this is the load center. And a lot of people call this a breaker box, service panel, call it what you will, that's what it is. It's actually the second panel because the other panel outside is a 200, that's the primary. So that's why we have all of our grounds over here bonded. Like I said, remember that word, bonded. And what we got over here, we got another grounding bus. What does it grab to? Doesn't grab to this. Where does this bus go to? Is this bonded on the cabinet? Okay. Metal to metal. It's the screw. Okay. So that dust, that's actually frass. Ants have been kicking that frass in there. Okay, not supposed to have any contaminants inside of the cabinet. Any contaminants inside of the cabinet. Then, if you'll notice, this cabinet has been screwed into place. Little bitty screws. Screws do not have the same shear force as nails. You ever try to tear apart a treehouse those kids put up? If you look at the instructions, they have a picture of a hammer and a nail. The manufacturer thinks screws are faster, screws are tighter, I get that, but they pop out of place. If this home was to experience a tornado, for example, you've already got a bad day, I get that. But this cabinet is going to pop out like a pimple. And then the first responders coming in, they're going to have to be stepping over this floppy old cabinet just flopping around on the floor. If it was nailed into place, it would stand a better chance of staying, attached to something. I get it, don't have a tornado. Okay, so this is the green wire coming in, and these are all our grounds. Everything's pretty labeled too. It's so well labeled that I know that 5 and 7, which is the third and fourth one on this panel, this is to your air conditioning system, right there where it says 40 amps. Well, the thing is that your air conditioning system is rated for 45 amps. This is undersized. You'll probably never have a problem with it. However, you may get nuisance trips. This breaker will, that condensing unit is designed to get hotter than this breaker will allow. So there's a possibility that you're going to have some nuisance trips because you've got an undersized circuit breaker in there. Oh, come on, bud. What else? Oh, we got some other stuff. Now, this is only in Texas. This AC disconnect, these are not required to be AFCI protected. And they're not. In other parts of the country, they are. However, this is supposed to be AFCI protected. 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 And so we've got several breakers in here, several 220 breakers that are supposed to be AFCI protected, and they are not. I don't see any GFCI protection inside of this cabinet. However, there may be devices in other places in the house. I thought I saw one outside that I'm about to go check. And so I'm quite sure we got AFCI protection in some of the places that it's required. But your clothes dryer is not AFCI protected. GFCI protected. GFCI. Sorry, let me walk that back. Your air conditioner is not supposed to be GFCI protected. It doesn't have to be. And then just about everything else is supposed to be GFCI protected. Excuse me, your clothes washer 220 is supposed to be GFCI protected. My bad. Another thing, the way this is located, and it fits just about like this. See where this panel door opens up? You're not going to have any problem getting in here, working on it. It's just not. It's not going to be a practical issue. However, it's a technical issue. This door is supposed to be able to swing open 180 degrees. It's supposed to open completely, and it doesn't. So there's that. Wet conditions. Okay. Kitchen, laundry, dishes, door. Should the electric service panel really be in a laundry? I don't think so. Not supposed to be in a damp location where you expect things to happen.